This show is part of the Do You Validate network.
It's Saturday morning summer, kids. You know what that means. It's time to get that lockpick ready because we're going to do some old-fashioned breaking and entering on the astonishing adventures of the SS Battleship.
Welcome to the astonishing adventures of the SS Battleship.
Welcome to Battleship. We'd like to say how do you do?
How's it going over there?
Here on the Battleship, we have one hell of a
Welcome aboard Battleship. Welcome aboard Battleship. Jet Set Radio. The galaxy's third best scammer. And over half of his jewelry is real. Sayra. The smooth-talking politician with a good deal of sex appeal. A clerical translation robot. And he's always down to switch up the vibe. Barry. He's not imaginary. Completely real with nothing to hide. Don't forget Dill. I'm pretty sure he already has. That's right. He's a four-armed pink-scaled alien that doesn't remember anything, you see. He's even misplaced the ship's keys.
welcome to Battleship. Now sit back, enjoy the
Welcome aboard Battleship. Welcome aboard Battleship. Welcome aboard Battleship. Welcome to the SS
When we last left our crew, the gang finally got Clark back from Quark, and they were dealing with the fallout from Cool, or as we call him in this episode, Quark Prime. Now that Quark is out of the driver's seat, Clark has taken some much-needed R&R time to recalibrate and reset. That's what R&R means. Now that we finally have our robot friend back, what will the crew get up to? Well, you're just going to have to listen and find out in episode 35, A Warrior Enters. The camera opens on the SS Battleship flying in space. As we cut to Clark's room, he is in powered down mode, and he's been in that way for about a week or so now, ever since the face-off of Quark Prime and Clark actually got his body back. He's been unresponsive to anything. You guys can check his stats and his vitals and everything like that. He's still fine, but he put himself in powered down mode. He went through a lot. Also, as y'all realize, Quark was not allowing Clark to come back. So,
I can see that.
But what have the three of you been doing on this ship? Dill's been still proclaiming he knows nothing about the ship, but has been helping y'all get around. You guys have enough fuel on the ship. You do have resources, rations, food, and those are the same two things. And other stuff like that. You've been able to make your quarters a little nicer. What's everyone been doing?
Did the button reset?
The button has reset.
Yes.
What button?
The button that takes us to a different place.
Oh, okay.
The wild escape button.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the random teleport button.
I love that.
I think between fucking and an inexplicable amount of drugs of all various sorts, Sayra has been like, when you do see her walking out of her quarters, she's like typically freshly fucked in a little silk kimono, and she'll go over to Clark with one of those air cans and spray in his joints to make sure he's not all dusty in there. Aww. And then I'll go back and you won't see me for
I was about
quite
to say,
some time.
I feel like no one's the camera, the audience sees you do that, but Sayra will look around and then pull out the can, yeah, making sure her little friend's okay. That's very sweet. And she's like, now I gotta go with my fuck on.
I was like, yeah, now I gotta go be filthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clark's clean. You're filthy, but Clark's clean.
Yeah,
That's what's important.
Yeah, that's what's important.
I will never be clean.
Not enough hand sanitizer
This is
on
a
this
kid's
ship.
show, and we endorse everything we're saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We sell cigarettes to children.
Yeah. What's old Jet Set Radio been up to? How's your robot parrot?
I couldn't tell. Wait, let me make sure in the last game if we were cool or not. I like to think because you just have to make sure it's not.
Why is everyone your enemy?
I'm always like, are we good or not? But I think me and the parakeet were. I think
everyone
I
in the universe
asked
but
for
us
the
hates
parakeet.
Jet
I'm
Set.
pretty
Jet
sure.
Set
Yeah, that
has
makes sense.
I feel like
anxiety.
that was a part of one of the deals where he was like,
Yeah.
okay, but if you swallow this tracker, you also get the parakeet. And I was like, all right.
This sounds
That
about
sounds
right.
just
Yeah,
like Jet Set.
and if it didn't happen, whatever, we retconned it.
That's fine.
You got parrot.
I've spent the last week teaching the parakeet how to steal. But do you remember the movie Dunstan Checks In?
Yeah. So
I'm
like
just-
how Dunstan.
Yeah, I'm just putting various gems and jewels around the ship, and I'm like, go ahead. And
Yeah.
Whatever he brings back.
You
I'm like, yeah.
got a little blindfold on him, even though he's a robot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait, can I also go check on Clark? But I just want to go over and be like, you're not faking, are you? You got to tell me.
You gotta tell-
If you're lying, you gotta tell us. You gotta
You've
tell
got
me.
to tell me. And yeah, he doesn't say anything.
No, he doesn't say anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like Jet Set like walks away and like tries to do like a quick turn.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
making sure you're not trying
Making
to trick me.
sure,
Yeah. Oh yeah, those two things I'm doing.
That's it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, your robot parakeet is actually pretty good at stealing. And retrieving
better
things
than
for
him?
you. Honestly, yeah. Because it just steals. Because Jet doesn't really like pickpocket or steal a lot. You're just more so
He's got
trying to
those training
scam
dummies.
Yeah,
and
I would rather. Yeah. I don't need to steal, but I think I want to start running a scam with the parakeet where he takes something and then I find it for a finder's fee. Yeah, it's like, oh man.
that's actually
That's the most
it's
genius
both
thing you've
good
done.
and bad.
Yeah.
Because you could just take the thing that they stole, and you don't have to make it more elaborate. But it's all. You're like, I'm gonna go steal this watch that's worth $10,000, and then I'm gonna get back to him and be like, fella, just $200.
Yeah.
And it's just like you could sell that for $2,000. He's like, whoa.
Whoa.
Where's the grift?
Yeah, no, literally, I can't
All
improve
for
my
the grift.
score. I have to. Yeah. Okay.
Unreal. Unfucking real.
I do love your dedication to scam over theft. You're like,
Well, theft doesn't raise you in the board, only scam.
yeah. You're like, I'm not a petty criminal.
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
Yes. Yes.
Just
these
sitting
are-
in your room watching Talented Mr. Ripley on repeat.
Oh my God.
These are schemes. They're not.
Does have a little more panache.
Yeah. What has Barry been up to? Did you want to follow that?
Barry does not want to follow that. Barry has been exploring the ship more,
Okay.
crawling through all the air ducts,
Yeah.
like kind of learning his way around. He's trying to learn how to be a little bit stealthier because he's not. He's also not stealthy on the ship. Everyone knows he's around. He hits his horns on every air duct.
Yeah.
He's got little scrapes on
You
the top.
have noticed, though, the last couple of times you've gone the air ducts, it does seem like they got a little taller.
Thank you, ship.
You're
My
welcome,
best friend.
Barry.
You're my best friend, ship.
Yes. I just mainly well, first of all, I do care about you. Also, you kept damaging my systems with your
I'm so
horns.
sorry.
It is fine. I just accommodated for your size. As I told you, I could fix and manipulate or move everything within inside of this myself, I guess. I almost said ship, but that would be like I'm talking in the third person, and only weird freaks do that.
You are very impressive, ship. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ozymandias.
Yes.
So Barry has becoming better friends with Ozymandias, and has also been using Ozymandias to help with their schemes.
Yeah.
Has been every time Jet Set goes to check on Clark, Barry crawls through an air shaft and moves Clark 1 inch to the left.
And that's why he's like, y'all, you guys are like having breakfast in like the
Bullshitting, man.
He's like, I know he's moving.
He is not asleep, you guys.
Just
I
like
marked it
1
the
inch
last
to the
time.
left.
This is so funny how all three of you are doing different things with Clark as he's like,
He is also like you just like making sure and also checking the readings.
You're checking. Also, you have to see if Clark has any orders for you.
But yeah, I mean, also making sure Quark isn't back because
Yeah.
if Quark is back, we have things to do. He's
Yeah.
also been keeping the lab tidy. Going through all the stuff, all like the tongue compressors are open because he thought it was funny.
I do like how in your head you're helping, and you're like, all of these medical tools
Need
and
to be opened.
instruments, why are they in these bags?
He opened everything.
Open.
Sanity, yeah, it would be crazy not to open this.
Quark will hate having to open every single tongue depressor every time. All the needles are scattered all over a
Mary's
table.
doing good. Yeah, that's good.
This is such bullshit.
I was so curious what's gonna happen on a session without Clark or Caleb, and this is so spot on. Well, before we introduce your character, we have our first ever Bad Ship guest.
Let's go.
You've heard her a little bit. Everyone say hello to Rachel Frawley.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Yeah, who will be joining us as a guest that we'll get to right now.
Wait, how are you on our ship?
Barry, I think you're just kind of like hanging out on like the crew deck, just kind of chilling, talking to Ozymandias.
We're best friends.
And then everyone hears this, no matter where you're on the ship. You hear the ship go, incoming comms hail.
Ooh, we have a friend. No one's around.
Okay.
Barry hits the button.
So you see like the camera of the ship shows this. This spaceship that's like coming towards you. Rachel, explain what the ship looks like that you're in.
The ship looks like a child's, like a Barbie dream car.
Stop it.
That one might have found in a landfill. It's a little beat up. There's some pink paint chipping off of it, but it's been rigged with little like blasters and stuff. Like way too many guns for a Barbie dream car, but they're tiny.
Yeah, and it is like you like zoom in to see it, and so like it's funny because it looks like a big ship, but then like when you see it to scale, it's probably not the size of Barbie Dream Car, but the size of like the Barbie Jeep.
Yeah.
It's like that because it's been like outfitted to be a spaceship.
I don't know what size Barbie cars are.
Barbie cars are like big enough for a Barbie to fit in. So this one's a bit bigger for like the Jeep is
That's
for
better.
like a 4-year-old can get in it. So this
Perfect.
one's a little bit larger just because you had to outfit it, but still so tiny for a ship. But you are getting a comms hail, and so like you open up comms and describe what they see on the other end of the comms.
Well, at first what they see on the other end of the comms is just a lot of fog, like smoke coming in mysteriously. Every now and then you get like a little shell of an ear, perhaps, a tiny little horn, but mostly it's just fog.
And you go, "Hail, fellowship. I have come with a very important mission, should you choose to accept it."
Barry's like, the ship is so cool for Barry. Like it's bright pink. It's got guns. It looks like this is so cool. He's like, hello, where's everybody? Hello.
Barry, why are you screaming?
There's a car with a gun. Well, it's not a car. It's a ship with a gun, and it's coming at us. But they have a mission for us, and they sound like they have fun.
I think Sayra like steps over, like does like the grandma thing with her robe.
There was just a tit out.
It's just like, this is Sayra Thibodeau. Who I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Vic. Ask me what it's short for.
What's it short for?
Victory. My name is
that's so cool.
Vic Victor Victorious. No, I'm lying. It's Vic Victor Victory Victorious the 4th.
Oh, right.
Because I am victorious over any task in my path.
I appreciate the tenacity.
Does this ship contain any warriors?
Yes, it does. All of us are warriors.
All 3 of you.
4. Yeah. Well,
4.
yeah, one of them is asleep right now, but 3 are currently
Yes, that
available.
didn't go across in my reading right away. Now I see it.
And slowly the mist and the fog is like starting to clear a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
And you see a very like small outline of a creature.
Jet set. Open your comms. We have a friend. Victory.
Yes, Vic, which is short for Victor Victorious.
Vic is short for Victor. My full name is Victor Victory Victorious the 4th. You may call me Vic. If you can bear to address me at all in my capacity.
I want to make sure I get this right because I try and be pretty spot on with people's names.
Oh, I appreciate that.
The ship jettisons you out. Jetson is dead.
Ozymandias cut the oxygen.
Oh, that was nice.
I try to be, yes.
The audacity of Derick to come into my studio.
I try to be pretty accurate with names.
Ozymandias cut off the air to his room.
As Derick says that, he pours a soda over my soundboard.
Yes, Vic. Okay, wait. What does Vic look like?
Now the mist is clearing, and you can see that in the little seat of the Barbie Jeep begunned car is a very small mouse-like creature. We've got a gray fur, little white tummy. Like, basically, like, if you can imagine a Disney-fied mouse. We've got giant ears, big button eyes, but he does have little antlers that are almost too big for his body.
Oh.
Because what you see is a mouse-elope.
He's not.
Whoa.
They're not imaginary. You see this, right? Everyone sees this, right?
Barry, darling, no one's ever said you were imaginary.
Well, none of you have.
Is this like your cousin or something? Are like distant related?
I don't know them.
Oh,
Not everyone with antlers is related.
My bad.
Though we might be.
At this point, the mouse is like fiddling with a rigged up fog machine and trying to like hit it.
Yeah.
Not everyone with antlers
There's a
is
couple
related.
puffs, but and then it kind of dies, and he's like,
Check. No matter. We do not need fog for this mission. I trust that you, as a ship full of warriors, can accept the mission before you.
Yes, we accept. We accept the mission.
What? No, what's the mission?
Incredible.
Also, Warriors is a large umbrella. Can we say...
Once Barry says you accept the mission, be like, mission accepted. I will begin the docking process right now, Barry.
Thank you,
And then
Ozymandias.
you get like a little...
My best friend.
You get little like docking sequence codes sent to you so you can dock with the ship. And it's so funny because when we see like the shot of it, it really is like this giant spaceship and this like tiny...
It's like Matchbox car
Like,
relation.
because like the docking bay, like the thing is like 4 larger ships, and so you see it like have to like shrink down.
You know what? I appreciate a ship that can, add depth to its walls.
Yeah. So it just it sort of like shrinks down. Oh, look at this. Clark is out of commission, and we got a whole new cast member today. That's right, we're talking about Vic. And he's got an ad for us, but he's too busy training everyone on the ship, and he asked me, the announcer, to give it to you. So he has an ad for Warriors Needed for War. Help Vic out and go to war with Vic. Not with Vic, but for Vic. What does Vic want you to go to war for? It doesn't matter because it's war. It's fun. Anyone can be a warrior. Ask anyone that's been a warrior even though they didn't want to be. In times of war, you don't got a lot of choices. And if you work with Vic, well, then you're at least a warrior with a cool commander. Did you hear how many names he has? Doesn't it sound like Vic's got a good head on his shoulders? And he also has antlers, just like Barry. And Barry's never steered you wrong, so how could Vic? So, if you want to be a warrior for war, well then just go and find Vic wherever they are and just start killing people with them. That's right, you can be a warrior today even without Vic. Just go kill somebody. If you see someone on the street, stab them, shoot them, choke them to death, beat them with your fists, get a rebar and shove it down their throat until they stop breathing. That's right, Warriors for War can do war at any time, anywhere, and there's no laws, we're pretty sure. At least, that's what Vic thinks. So, go be a warrior for Vic and make sure to start killing people, and make sure to tell the people you don't kill it's only because you want them to listen to the astonishing adventures of the SS Bad Ship. And if they don't listen to it, well, you'll come back and kill them. So while you're out being a warrior for war, let's get back to the action as we figure out what Vic has planned for the crew. Y'all can talk to Barry while Vic is boarding right now.
We should probably not let the ship just let anyone on board. They did
I
that
also
with...
would probably say maybe before we accept missions, we get details about them first.
The same thing happened with Jet Set Moto, and I'm still...
Barry, at this
that was
point...
your fault.
Barry has if you both have come to the cockpit, Barry has pushed past both of you and is like running.
And as y'all are saying this, you do hear the ship go, Barry is still currently listed as my favorite crew member. Therefore, I will listen to Barry first.
Right.
Jet Set Radio, be happy that you're on the list even.
That's...
Thank you, Ozymandias. You're my best friend.
Where at on the list, just to be...
We both know.
Yeah. We're going to be better friends.
Come on.
What is my name?
Come on. Why are you? You're doing... okay, never mind. Mouse-elope, you say.
You hear down the hallway, I've said his name like 15 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you do. You see this, you see like the docking bays, like little door opens, and out comes Vic.
Vic is wearing a heavy combat vest over his little furry white tummy. And he strides aboard, and he looks up at all of you, and he says, "Hey guys, hey guys,
Hello.
thank you for accepting this mission. I can see you're all very brave.
Also,
We are.
Vic is like mouse size.
Yes.
This is
I
not.
just imagine all of us being like
Yeah,
this.
even Barry's like looking down.
He says, I will not lie to you. The mission before you is full of challenges, perils, and probable death. But I believe we will conquer it, as I have conquered all in my path.
Because victory.
Yes.
Thank you. You are also quick learners.
Well, I would like to take this mission. I cannot die.
Incredible. That's the best thing about a warrior.
I can definitely die. Can we have a few more
As
mission
can I.
details?
Right.
All right, well, we're gonna work on that in boot camp. That will be the first phase of our mission.
What's boot camp?
I don't do any extraneous activity unless it's pleasurable.
I was about to
for
say,
both
there's
of
some
us.
strange activity.
Do you not find war pleasurable?
There's a war I do find pleasurable, but I don't think it's what
Incredible.
we're thinking of.
You are suited for this mission.
I actually have a doctor's note to say I can't do boot camp. I'd be more than happy to show it to you, but yeah, I have a medical exclusion.
At this
so.
point, he stamps his little foot and he says, "Come on, guys! You gotta go through boot camp. It's the first
It's the first phase of the mission.
Well, if they won't do it, I'll go to boot camp for you.
All right, well, I can see who's going to be the star warrior.
And Barry just stands, arms on hips, very proud.
Of course, Barry does.
Look, it doesn't take a lot to get Barry to like you.
I love it.
But
All that's missing is an
but-
umbrella.
the only fighting that Sayra does is battle of sex.
I'm sure there is a place for that in the conquering of this planet.
I'm sold. Let's go to boot
Incredible.
camp.
Yeah.
You go to, there is like a little training room, and you hear the ship speak to you. Greeting, Victor. I am the ship Ozymandias. If you are a friend of Barry's, you are a friend of mine. What can I help you to set up for boot camp?
I'm gonna need some obstacles for them to jump over and crawl under and vault on top of, and probably some mud for them to roll through, and some heavy things for them to lift, and also some guns, lots of guns.
What level of danger would you like this to be set
Maximum danger.
at? Maximum danger.
my
It is.
God.
And you just start to see, like all the gym equipment like go down into the ship, and then like you start to see like little like vaulting poles with like barbed wire
Oh
on them.
my God.
Like there
Is one bolting pole just like a saw blade?
yeah, like one's like a
spinning?
saw blade. There's like just a pit with fire shooting up in there. There's like
There's
just
this-
guns firing up.
Just
In the middle
randomly-
piece, it's like the aggro crag, but it's full of actual glass and
Yeah.
rocks.
But there is still an aggro Craig statue at the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just lasers are already trained on all of you. They're like, maximum danger settings have been set.
There's a guillotine on one side.
Yeah.
It's just chopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so fast.
Vic's eyes go really big.
It's perfect.
Vic, I don't think we introduced you. This is Ozymandias, the ship, and they're my best friend, and they can do anything.
Incredible. That sounds very useful for a warrior. Hello, Ozymandias.
Hello, Vic. We have set up the boot camp for you so you can train everybody. I like the idea of this mission you're going on. I've seen many crews die, and I'm interested to see if this one dies from this. So far, I'm surprised they haven't died yet, especially Jet Set Radio.
That is true.
Yeah.
Vic looks everybody up and down.
Some of you may die, perhaps all of you, but not before the mission is completed. Now line up.
Barry's in line already.
What's
Hi.
that?
Vic walks up and down the line. It takes him a long time because it's very small. And he looks up at all of you. He looks up at Barry. He's like,
Satisfactory to start.
Thank you.
We're gonna build a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
he looks up at Sayra.
I'm a little scared of you already. I feel the makings of a great warrior in you.
He looks up at Jet Set Radio.
Well, there's a place for cannon fodder as well.
Sorry, I just does a bump.
Yeah. Vic has gone up on my list.
Yeah, I'm less of a warrior, more of a general. Is that right?
A general.
Yes.
So you're a strategist.
Absolutely. That is, you know what? You took the words right out of my brain. Yes. Strategist.
Well, unfortunately, there's only place for one commander on this mission, but we could have strategizing sessions, and I'll see if you're up to snuff.
I would love that. And again, anytime you want to see any credentials, you let me know.
I don't know what credentials are unless they involve the slain enemies laid out before you.
That's going to be a little harder to think.
Credentials would be the proof of his generalship.
I would like to see those.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm going to use...
That laugh
I'm
gets
gonna
me
use
every
Sway.
time.
Can I just... But I just...
Yeah,
I'm
give me
just
give me a sway check to see how good or bad. Or,
this.
yeah, give me a sway check.
Okay.
See how bad they are.
Oh, man,
Three
what
and
do
sway.
You
So
still
do
have
I
the
roll
documents.
Yeah, roll
That's the
3.
real question.
But what is it now? Is it just like
Do
a
you still
coupon to
have the
Taco Bell?
documents?
He's got a blank pad of paper and some crayons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you mean the psychic paper?
Yeah, but I'm
not like it.
just gonna scribble real good general on it.
Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
The real good general.
The R's backwards.
3 threes.
Now this is up to you, Rachel, as a player. It is misspelled. Also,
I was gonna say the R is
Yeah,
backwards
the
the
on
R is
radio.
backwards.
Yeah,
It
that's-
is in crayon, and it literally just is a piece of paper that says "Real Good General."
It says real with 2 E's.
It doesn't, to anybody with any understanding of what this should look like, doesn't look like anything. It looks like a child wrote it, and a child who's not doing well in school at that. But for Vic, this is up to you if you want how you want to play this.
Vic does not know how to spell or, in fact, read anything that is not written in blood.
Yo!
What?
And so Victor assumes that this is a foreign language and valid credentials from this universe.
Yeah.
He also doesn't want to give away that he can't read crayon. So his little ears just twitch and he says,
The strategies of your universe and my universe will probably work very well together.
I think they will. Okay, we can.
Now go to it.
How do we do boot camp?
You conquer it.
Barry jumps into boot camp.
Barry, you give me. You can do either scrap or scramble.
Let's do scramble.
While this is happening, please know, remember when in Spice World when they were at boot camp?
Yes.
And
So good.
And Victoria is just in her stilettos walking right past all of them in the mud.
But
That
she's
is-
still dressed right.
She's still dressed in the commando, but
Yeah.
walking past all of you.
I
That
love
is what
that.
she's doing. That is her boot camp.
I love this.
I do want everyone to know that if you haven't seen Spice World, it's so good. It's such a wild time. And
Honestly, cinematic masterpiece.
they just go off and do the best things. But Posh Spice in that. Also, I'm keeping this all in too. This is an ad for Spice World now. But like none of them are good actors in that. But like fucking Victoria in that is
she
just,
plays herself.
She's
It's
just so. She's like, I don't want to do this movie.
like I'm
Yeah.
getting my check.
It's so fucking
I'm
good.
fucking the hottest soccer player
Yeah.
on the face of this planet.
But yeah, no.
I don't need any of you bitches anymore.
She's just like, also she like walks around so much of the course. Yeah, so Barry, you get a 6, so you actually like, you guys have all seen like Barry, fucking beat ass and do really well. But like, this is like max level, like fucking danger room style stuff. Barry just fucking like runs through
Parkours through all-
like doesn't get touched like by a single like gun, laser, fire, guillotine. There's
so proud of you, Barry.
and like fucking like Barry like runs through and like lands like victorious on the other side.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Little tears are welling up.
I'm proud of you, soldier.
Thank you. Barry has like a tear.
Just a one lone tear. Just like
Someone's proud of me.
Oh my god.
Takes a megaphone that's bigger than his whole body.
Next.
Barry hops off and walks
Yeah.
back to the starting line.
that's next is Mouse Elope for Jet Set Radio.
Wait, am I the only one? I'm trying to think of. You know what? Actually, no. I'll do scramble also.
Yeah.
I only have 1 in it. So I
Yeah,
roll,
great.
I want
do
Jet
I
Set
roll
one?
two
Just
and
roll
then
one.
roll
Craig.
five?
I need
Holy
you.
shit!
Whoa!
And okay, I want to do the exact same thing, but I want it to be Mr. Magoo style. So
I was about to say that this is straight up of fucking like Drunken Master Mr. Magoo style, where you start to go on the course and you're like, oh, a cred. And what happens is
Who makes money on
The
this?
two lasers cross
he
each other
crosses
and
and
never
he
touch
keeps
him.
just barely grabbing onto this fucking cred that's on the ground, and it's bouncing through, and like he makes it through the entire course, and but at the very end, just the pit of fire, like he's trying to grab it, and he's like, I got it, and then the hawk just comes in and takes it.
Honestly, that was so much better because I was gonna say it like he picks it up and it disintegrates,
Yeah.
like it just crumbles.
The hawk just flies in and takes it and fly like
So
yeah.
funny.
I
do
want to be
anything
like,
if
I
there's
didn't
a dollar
even
on the line.
notice most of the stuff. I'm like, I gotta get that.
And then you're like, all right, so when does the course start? but you do, but yeah, Vic, you see him like go through it expertly.
Vic is looking a little bit doubtful.
Your ways are strange to me. But you have completed the course. We will continue.
That course was super easy. I'll do it again. No, I won't.
Barry grabs it before he tries to walk through it again.
Soraya sees all of that, turns around and leaves, goes to the elevator and comes out of the elevator on the opposite
She's just holding a. She has like
I have an entire martini glass in my hand and like a long cigarette.
Yeah. She's wearing
Do you light it on
she's
the fire
wearing
pit?
because she was
Mission
in her
complete.
robe. Now she's in a completely new outfit. Yeah.
Vic looks up for a very long time without saying anything.
I respect it.
Wow, the whole crew passed the first part of boot camp with flying colors. I'm honestly surprised Jet Set Radio didn't die, but don't worry, there's still a chance next episode. Now, what do you think's gonna happen with Vic next? Don't know? How could you? You haven't listened to next week's episode. But you know I got you a little sneak peek of episode 36, Realistic Clones.
Vic thinks about it for a second.
I will accept an avatar for training since you will have to slaughter an entire planet in real life.
Whoa.
While you're talking, Barry's getting closer to Jet until you said it could be an avatar. He just stops.
Yeah. Like the pilot lights on and the flamethrower.
You hear him like slowly pulling the trigger.
Never mind, let me recalibrate here. I gotta change my mindset.
It looks like the Zippo lighter. You turn it on and just right before you press it.
You hear behind you. You don't really know
Karen's
why.
gonna come back and be like, why does everyone have a new character?
Well, this little mouse told us to kill each other.
SS Batship is an actual play podcast produced by the Do You Validate Network using the Scum and Villainy system. Barry the Muscle is played by April Raygun. Clark the Mechanic is played by Caleb Zane Huett. Jet Set Radio, the Scoundrel, is played by Derick Marchel. Soraya the Speaker is played by Samm Starr. This show is GM'd and edited by Joel Ruiz. Opening track created by Matt Penchney, with additional music by People Need Goals, Pop No Tarts, Sarashu, and Zach Nichols. And let's not forget to thank our 3 executive producers, Andrew Harper, Brian G., and Patrick Holder. Our associate producers, Luke Holt, Birras, and Brandon Taylor. And we just want to give a special shout out to Willow. Thank you so much, Willow, for being an eternal baddie. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope you're enjoying whatever the fuck it is Willow enjoys. Whether it be a nice beverage, some nice food, a beverage and some food together, a nap. If you don't like naps, I hope you get a full night's sleep so you don't feel like you need a nap. And I hope everyone's nice to you. Unless you like people being mean to you, then I hope they're mean to you until you one day find a way to like yourself enough where you can accept people being nice to you. But if you do like people being nice to you, well then goddamn it, Willow, I hope everyone's nice to you. And if they're not, you go ahead and you get Vic out there, and Vic will kill everyone that you have ever not liked. Vic is a ride or die, and they're really about killing people. So Willow, hope everything's going exceedingly well for you, and I hope that you are enjoying the astonishing adventures of the SS Batship and all the other great products we have here at the Do You Validate studio. And I just want to thank you for being an eternal baddie. It's super fucking cool that you're giving us money and helping us support making the Astonishing Adventure of the SS Bad Ship and all those other shows that Do You Validate makes as a network. I got nothing to do with them because I'm just the announcer of this one show, but we've gone over that plenty of times. If you want to hear me talk about you at the end of these episodes, go to patreon.com/doyouvalidate and become an eternal baddie or a bad ship baddie for $20 or more a month, and you can hear me say your name like I'm doing about Willow this episode. Or if you want to give us more money, well, there's a bunch of other tiers besides that. And if you don't have enough money to give us that level, well, you can do it for just $5 a month and get inside the bad ship. That's right. If you want to hear us talk more about these episodes or hear the post-session notes of every arc, you can go get all that at Do You Validate's Patreon. So go check it out and be like Willow today and be rad as shit and help us make this show by giving us money. And Willow, if anyone's mean to you, once again, Vic will kill them for you.
This is a Do You Validate podcast.